Over the years, Mazda has designed many excellent vehicles, and more than a few have won our Driver's Choice Award as best in class. But while we love to write about the breezy Miata or blast around the track in an RX-7, it's the economy-minded Protege that's Mazda's bestseller. And for $95, there's a new Protege, and it adds size and more to keep its sales appeal strong. It can if it matches or improves upon those features that made the original Protege such a hit with Mazda fans. Styling is becoming increasingly critical even in economy car circles, so Mazda made sure that the sleek little Protege presented a handsome face to prospective buyers. Borrowing many details from the upscale Millennia, including a tall, stubby rear end, the Protege is available in four-door sedan only. But that sedan has a substantial 4.1-inch longer wheelbase and 3.3 inches more in overall length than before. The compact Protege's 95.5 cubic foot interior is very airy, looking even wider and larger than it is. In fact, it's actually roomier than the Millennia. This is partially due to details like the deeply sculpted door panels and recessed glove box. Unlike its slightly cluttered predecessor, the dash design is smoothly shaped, efficient, and also quite upscale, and features the necessary dual airbags as standard. These buckets are the roomiest Protege seats yet, but some of our drivers felt they were overly hard for long trips. No complaints about the analog gauge cluster, which is clear and as complete as any in its class. The high-volume vent system features simple buttons and slide controls, and the radio is placed high enough so the shifter doesn't get in the way. With so much interior room, the rear seat is naturally generous. While the seatback is fixed on the Protege DX, you'll find a 60-40 split folding design on LX and ES cars. It opens to a 13.1 cubic foot trunk, larger than most of its major competitors. Power for the latest Protege comes from a pair of engines. DX and LX cars get a new 1.5-liter 4 that makes 92 horses and 96 pound-feet of torque. The sportier EX gets a reworked version of the Miata Roadster's 1.8-liter that makes 122 horsepower and 117 pound-feet of torque. Transmission choices are a 5-speed manual with a somewhat vague shift mechanism or a smooth 4-speed automatic. On our first drive through California's Napa Valley, the new Protege proved itself to be as friendly as its predecessor, but now even more nimble. Power and response from both engines was quite acceptable, with the 1.8 naturally getting the nod for performance, and the 1.5 did tend to be a bit buzzy under hard acceleration. At moderate backroad speeds, the McPherson strut front and trailing link rear suspensions provided smooth, competent handling. But we're looking forward to our own test track for a more thorough workout. The brakes, too, four-wheel disc on the ES, disc and drums on the DX and LX, performed well on the twisting roads. Prices for the Protege DX start at $11,995, the LX at $13,395, and the ES at $16,145. That's near the top of the compact sedan range. But one could argue that the new Protege's stylish fittings, expanded interior room, and all-around performance improvements now put it in a class beyond that of its traditional competitors, perhaps even into a class by itself. Our road test by request